All right. Well, I just want to thank all of you ladies so much for taking time out of your days to join me today. We have the beautiful Kenya, beautiful Michaela, and the beautiful Calicia. All these beautiful young ladies here from the Bay Area, and they are all planning the Black Women's March that's happening on August 1st. So, ladies,
Yes.
I'll just start with how have you all been? I mean, it's definitely been a challenging time, nonetheless, for many of us. So, how have you individually been doing during this time?
Yeah. Kalisa, you can go first.
Has been very stressful. It's all new. I'm just turning 18. I just turned 18 on Sunday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you so much. So it's like I'm coming into like my adulthood, and this is all just popping up right in my face. And it's like, this is the real world. I would have never expected this when I was younger. But it's what we're actually facing. It's our reality.
It is our reality. And how about you, Michaela? How have you been?
I've been doing pretty well. I think finding the balance of knowing when to put my emotions into being frustrated or saddened by events, but not letting it consume my entire day or interfere with family time has been a really tough balance, but helpful to kind of like know my boundaries in that sense. But overall, I'm super excited about our Black Women's March coming up. And we were talking yesterday, the two girls and I were saying it's going to be a great time to celebrate and be with other ladies. Like, girls are so much fun when they get together already. So to be able to create a setting and a location for women to come together, who they are, and support an important cause of raising up Black female voices that isn't predominantly shown in the media or even in schools and other places. So I'm honestly just focusing on that, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's beautiful. And Kenya, how about you? How have you been?
Like I said, I've also been pretty stressed, but recently I've been okay. I just had to have some time to yourself, relax and like I do a cleanse. So, just to get grounded. So I'm like ready to go back in. But yeah, I've been okay. It was stressful at the beginning, but I've been okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this March feels like it could not have come at a better time. So, ladies, let's talk with the inception. What made you feel like this was the right time to plan this march and the idea of a Black Women's March? Kind of explain that to us.
I think Michaela should go. She actually came to us about it.
Okay.
Yeah. So for anyone watching, I'm half Filipino, half white, but I grew up in Vallejo, California, and my dad grew up in Oakland. And I went to the protest. I have my own nonprofit, so we've always served homeless and low-income communities for the past 2 years in Vallejo and Oakland. So I met Calicia and Kenya in Vallejo at the first Vallejo protest at the waterfront, and I loved everything they were doing. And it was so funny because I didn't mean to help organize it with you guys, but that's how it ended up at the end. And I was like, man, how cool would it be if we had more Black women speaking at these things? Because when I did go to the protest, there were a lot of Black women coming forward and talking. But then we realized that a lot of the topics were repeated because someone would come later, someone would come earlier, but their voices were important. So I was like, man, what if we do different topics of what Black women are, Black women are passionate about or are more educated than other people, like cultural appropriation and colorism in the community that we see on Twitter, but nobody really talks about like face to face within their community. So I definitely thought it was super important to uplift those voices. And I reached out to Kenya and Calicia, like, I can't be a Filipino white girl doing this by myself. So I need your guys' input to make sure I am going about it the respectful, mature, and best way possible, especially because they know way more women than I do with those powerful, motivational voices around us. So I was super excited.
That's beautiful. I mean, because allyship is so important.
Yeah.
I think we can say for sure that we can't do it alone. We're all in this together collectively. And at the end of the day, we're all women and we're all united on that front. So when Michaela brought this to you ladies, what were your first thoughts? You were like, this is something that we need. And why was it so important for this to happen right now?
Well, we're seeing how the media is treating Breonna Taylor's case and treating all of these other women of color, Black women in particular, and they're disregarded. And even in a sense, like, even for the lives that haven't been lost, but so much trauma has been put on Black women, period. And we have been put through so many experiences, we haven't had the chance to come together and discuss as a whole. So it's like a good safe space for Black women. So I thought it was a wonderful idea.
I love that. Kenya?
Yeah, I was really excited about it too because I like have so many ideas going through my head and stuff about what we can do, talk about, and I really wanted us to, like Khaleesi said, have a safe space and
Mm-hmm.
where people can also like express themselves, whether it's like they want to express their emotions or if they want to like celebrate themselves, like either or they can do that without having the pressure of being like having this trope put on them, like a stereotype or anything on them. I wanted them to express themselves, whether it's, you know, being enraged about, like what Khaleesi said, all the stuff that's going on with the Black women in the media, especially their cases and whatnot getting disregarded. I also wanted them to like, if they wanted to do that, or if they wanted to just like celebrate all the things that we do, like as Black women, then they can do that too. So I was really excited about that.
That's beautiful, ladies. Okay, here's some of the topics you guys are going to be talking about. We're going to address colorism, mental health, music and arts, careers, sexism and violence, cultural appropriation, and teaching children to be anti-racist. This lineup, how do ladies come up with it? Why these topics?
Yeah, I think for me, as a woman that isn't Black, they were important topics that I wanted to hear Black women express. So when I am in spaces, whether it's a workspace or Bible study or church, if there are those topics being addressed, it's in a way that I can insert myself in a helpful, not harmful way. And I think that's very disregarded sometimes in the media. Like we just allow people to do certain things that could be harmful against Black women specifically. So, and I've always wanted to stick up for them, but I'm like, man, I want to go about the right way and use the right terms and be able to stick up for them in the sense that it does change the way that people view Black women, that when they are frustrated with how someone is portraying them, that it isn't rude because it's beautiful on their skin. It's what they created, is whether that's their hair, their makeup, or their jewelry, or their way of dressing. It originated from Black culture. So a way of celebrating that rather than just being like, oh, we're over, but it looks better on a lighter skinned girl, which then colorism comes into the whole play. So this whole way of just being able to address the topics and have women of all ages speak on it was very good.
Perfect. And I'm going to take what Michaela just said and segue how she expressed wanting to have that allyship, right, for Black women and address these different topics. For you ladies, why is it important? And how can people that are outside of the Black space, outside of the female space, help support Black women?
Well, Kenya, you can go first.
Honestly, I think you just have to ask. I mean, don't, of course, assert yourself all the way in there, you know, because you don't know what's going on, but definitely just ask about how you can help and how you can learn from first and foremost, because that's where the big chunk of it is. It's just like learning how to deal with just Blackness in general, but also Black women. And then you just got to do the research on it, talk to people, and you really have to like be consistent with it. You know, there was like, of course, like a little uprising, you know, of allyship, and I feel like it dwindled a little bit, but you just got to be consistent with it. And of course, you can like be an ally that way, because you know it's very like hard to talk to people who are non-Black because we don't know if we should like, you know, let them in and be that ally. But of course, you know, just help out and like, be consistent. And of course, like, able to work with you as well if you want to help us out too.
All right, and you, Miss Khaleesi?
I love to see people wanting to be informed about like our culture. Like it's awesome to see because there's so many people who are like so blind to what we actually go through and what we actually face. because we are treated a lot differently than other cultures and other people. So it's great to see people wanting to unite with us and help us be treated equally. Like, it's awesome. It's a beautiful thing.
Awesome. Okay. So how can people find out? When is the march? Where does it take place? And what else would you like people to know?
Go ahead, Kenya.
Not everybody at once.
I know, right? I'm like, I don't want to interrupt anyone, so I'm like, I don't want to like jump in and I cut someone off.
But on August 1st is the march. It's gonna be at 2 in Vallejo at the waterfront. I'm gonna start there. It's gonna be like a march first, and then of course we're gonna do more celebration back at the waterfront as well to have our speakers and do all that as well. So it's pretty much just taking place at the waterfront.
Yeah.
We'll be there and go over what's going on so people won't get confused. But yeah, it's gonna be August 1st, which is I believe next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
Yes,
Oof.
next Saturday.
It's nerve-wracking.
Yeah. But just come down if you want. Oh, and donate too, donate some water.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be really hot. People gotta stay safe, get first aid, just if you can, just come down and bring whatever you can.
Wear bright colors,
Yeah.
and then if you have traditional wear, we want Black men and women and Black kids to come and wear those garments. So we're super excited because most of the protests we went to, everyone was wearing like all Black. So we're trying to be colorful. Yeah.
I love it, ladies. Is there anything else you guys would like to leave with me, Kalicia? I see we're traveling with you right now.
I'm so sorry.
No,
It was loud where I was just
it's beautiful out there. Is there anything you ladies would like to leave with everyone? Anything you want them to know? Just, I think maybe a lasting message of, why it's so important to shine a spotlight on Black women during this time. And maybe each of you can go around and just leave that with me.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Kalicia.
Black women need to be protected, and everyone needs to come together for that to happen. We all need to be passionate about it. It shouldn't just be Black women having to stick up for everybody with no one to stick up for us. It's really important right now because there's a lot happening in our community.
I'm looking at you, Miss Kenya.
Oh, okay.
I know it's confusing because it's the 4 boxes. It's like,
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
We're doing good. We're doing the best.
Yeah. But I agree. Just like, I'm so excited about this because I think Black women, when you speak to a Black woman, it could be very powerful, but at the same time, you don't always have to be powerful. Sometimes we do need like a lending hand or like someone to listen, so I believe that this is going to be like really amazing for Black women. We all come in different shapes and sizes, different backgrounds, cultures, but it's going to be so important because Black women are, if you live with a Black woman, like that's your rock, she's like a superhero to you. So, it's just so good to like give back to them and, just help them out. Anyone that a sister we see, on the side that needs some help, we need to help. And yeah, that's just what I gotta say.
All right.
Yeah. I think it's important, and the main reason why I would say that I wanted to do this was I have this lady, her name's Arsenal. She's called my God-given grandma by Marian Bible Study. She's an older Black woman, but I met her when I was 18, and she is the reason why like I am so confident in my self-worth, the reason why I've done so many things in my career and had that faith in God to be able to leap out and do it. And then I did an internship with City Team where we work with women in crisis. And it's probably Black and brown women. So it's kind of like my thanks to them, like everything they've taught me and just the strength that they've showed me has been like, man, I wish more people could hear this, I wish more people could see this. So thanks to them and also Kalicia and Kenya just for inspiring me to be able to promote those voices. And it's going to be an awesome event and we hope to see people there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Well, ladies, I just want to applaud all three of you for coming together to make this happen, for using your voices, your collective stories, for working together. I have no doubt in my mind that the event is not going to be great because all of you are great and very powerful. I'm proud of each of you, ladies. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
All right, ladies. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. These hard-working women, took time out of their Friday to here to talk about this. Keep me in the loop with future things that you ladies are doing and all that great stuff. And thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you. Have a great one. Thank you. Bye, everyone.